O Mother Nui, stretch high above this valley. Your starry body is our glory. Then see the hawk of yonder Ahurquit, his fiery splendor, oh so mighty. He brings a light for all our weary souls. He makes the broken spirit whole.
Imagine retreating to an isolated cabin for 6 months. You're fasting, and you're just reciting prayers until your voice completely gives out.
Yeah, which sounds entirely miserable.
Right, and it's all just to initiate a single moment of contact with your holy guardian angel.
Yeah.
I mean, for centuries, traditional Abramelin rites demanded that kind of extreme asceticism.
You had to practically abandon your entire life just to get a foot in the esoteric door.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this. Think of those traditional rites like trying to run clunky, ancient software.
Oh, for sure.
But today's deep dive is into Protocol 5 from the book Magical Destiny, which is like updating to a sleek, user-friendly app.
A new app that runs on the hardware you already have, right? It swaps out those grueling months of isolation for a really profound, immediate psychological shift.
So our mission today is to see how the system uses that shift to tame the chaos of your everyday life. But to use this new app, we have to fix a major user error first.
Yeah, how you view your own imagination. Usually when an occult manual says to visualize, people just panic.
They try to project a high-definition movie onto the back of their eyelid.
And they inevitably fail to see anything, so they assume they just lack the talent. But Protocol 5 redefines imagination entirely. It's not about mental pictures, it's about ordinary urges.
Like hunger.
Yeah, like physical hunger is considered physical imagination. Or wanting a new car is future-oriented imagination.
Wait, really? So me just, like, craving a turkey sandwich is an act of magical imagination?
What's fascinating here is that, biologically speaking, yes.
Oh, wow.
Because when you crave that sandwich, your body creates a physiological response to something that doesn't exist yet in your immediate reality. You're projecting a future state so vividly that your stomach literally rumbles.
I mean, that makes total sense.
So if you can do that, the system argues you already have the exact neural pathways to feel the presence of the angel. It completely lowers the barrier to entry.
Which is massive for people who have, aphantasia. You don't need a mind's eye to feel a powerful physical pull.
Exactly. So since imagination is just everyday feeling, how do you actually apply it to contact the divine?
Right, which brings us to the core mechanic, the perspective shift. This is where you step out of your own shoes.
You view yourself in the third person. You are pretending to be the angel looking down at yourself with immense love and compassion.
Here's where it gets really interesting to me. It's like a movie director stepping from in front of the camera to behind it just to watch their own acting performance objectively.
That's a perfect way to look at it. And if visual imagery fails for you, you can use a verbal anchor.
Like stating, I see you, I love you.
Right, but you say it from the angel's perspective.
But the text tells you to explicitly pretend. I mean, my immediate instinct is that playing make-believe would just feel fake.
Sure, like you're tricking yourself instead of doing actual magic.
Yeah.
But there's a beautiful irony there. That's the deliberate genius of the system.
How so?
Because when you tell your brain you're doing a solemn, serious ritual, your analytical mind immediately throws up a firewall of doubt.
You start stressing out, like, am I doing this right?
Exactly. By framing it as playful pretending, you intentionally slip right past that doubt. You create a reality pact.
Oh, so willingly suspending your disbelief actually creates the opening for the real spirit to manifest.
Precisely.
But this isn't just for quiet meditation, right? The real magic is supposed to happen in the messy reality of your daily life.
Yeah, they want you using Protocol 5 during high drama, like mid-argument at the dinner table.
So what does this all mean? If you adopt a third-person view during a fight, aren't you just, like, emotionally dissociating?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's very different. Dissociation is an involuntary flight response where you numb out to escape pain.
Right, just checking out.
But cognitive science calls this intentional perspective shift self-distancing. It actually short-circuits emotional flooding and reduces rumination.
So you're not escaping the situation.
No, you're shifting from this bottom-up supplication where you're just begging for a break to a top-down divine indifference.
You collapse the subject-object duality.
Yes, you aren't asking for control over your destiny anymore. You're putting yourself in absolute control by actively embodying the entity that holds it, replacing fear with love.
That is just incredible. It democratizes mystical states by swapping out rigid rituals for a really compassionate third-person shift.
It really is a game changer.
Which leaves you with a pretty provocative thought to mull over today. If reality is just a pact built on our willingness to pretend,
Right.
what other stressful facts of your daily life might just be an unhelpful perspective you haven't shifted out of yet?